I've spent all day today cleaning off the wraparound porch and getting everything cleaned and taped off so that we can put on the log oil. I did end up getting a small pressure washer. I think this does like 2,000 psi, and I used that to help clean the deck. The deck was all tracked up with mud and really dirty and sawdust and everything, and we used this pressure washer to help get the deck all clean, and also any spots on the siding that may have been dirty, we went ahead and used that on it as well to help clean everything up. What we're putting on is a Q8 log oil. We're putting on the medium gold color, and we had 5 jugs of it. Came with the log home package, and that was enough to do all the siding and everything on the house but the deck. So we ended up buying 2 more to be able to do the deck, and then 1 extra just in case I needed it. So to apply the log oil, we're going to do it 2 different ways basically. One is we're going to use pump sprayers. So we had this is the pump sprayer that we used on the acid stain when we did the basement. We're going to use that. And then I bought a 4-gallon backpack sprayer, and this is another pump sprayer. And then in some locations we will probably just use a brush and brush it on. And we'll also use a brush to help wipe up the drips as we go along. So I've got 3 people coming tomorrow to help me out, so I can't wait. I think I've got everything pretty much ready to go, and tomorrow we'll start applying the log oil. Now the chimney was probably one of the harder things to be able to wrap plastic around. There was no good way to really get the tape to stick to the stone, so we ended up had to basically tape it to the siding. So basically the plan is after we get the log oil on this section, we'll go ahead and rip the plastic down, and then we'll use a paintbrush to touch up the rest of the wood that was covered up by the tape. Well, it's the end of the first day. Basically it took us from about 8 o'clock this morning till about 2 to 3 in the afternoon when everybody else left, and then I just had some touch-up work that was left over from a ladder, you know, along the back. And overall I'm real happy. We got everything from the roof line down, so I still got the 2 dormers and the 2 gable ends to go. So we went through quite a bit of the oil, log oil. And to be honest with you, this stuff is not very pleasant to spray. This stuff will burn your eyes, and it's just the wind and everything, it's just really not very pleasant. So you definitely need some kind of goggles, maybe a respirator, and maybe even a Tyvek suit, just to kind of keep it off of you. Because what's really bad is when you're under these and you're doing the roof. You know, you're doing the underside of this roof right in here, and this all got stain, and that stuff would want to drip down on you, want to blow back in the wind at you. And for some reason my face did not like it very well. My face is actually bright red right now. It looks like I have a sunburn. And so hopefully now that the underside of this, you know, the roof is done here and everything's up high, I won't have to have that irritation like I did today. Now that being said, what we end up doing is we end up putting some paint brushes, and we basically tape those to a long pole, basically to a long handle, and then people went around and brushed off all the drips on the ceiling and on the walls, and we got it all brushed down and got it all done. I did pretty much 85% of the spraying with the backpack, and my father-in-law, he went around with the little pump sprayer and did a lot of the handrails and outside and around the bottom of the porch. But I think it turned out pretty good so far. The next challenge is going to be do everything up high on the roof. So as we step back here and we look at this, you can tell that you can see the gables. This is the gable end, and the two dormers, they're all still the light color. They haven't had the log oil on them yet. Now when we built this, I wanted a roof that I never had to screw with, one that would last until I was basically dead. So I put on this metal roof. Now after that is said and done, that metal roof by itself is very hard to even stand on. It is very, very slick. There is no walking up that roof. So I think in hindsight, I could see that an asphalt roof could be beneficial to be able to get up there and to do this log oil that you have to do every 5 years, because you can stand on an asphalt roof, you can get traction. On this metal roof, there is no such thing as traction. It's terrible. It's a good looking roof. It'll last a long time, but to be able to get up there and do maintenance is going to be an issue. So I've got to come up with a solution to be able to get up there and to put the log oil on these last few places. So that is going to be my challenge for tomorrow. I do have a couple things of scaffolding that I may use, and I've got some other ideas. So tomorrow in the morning, we'll see what I come up with. It's the end of the third day. I've got everything picked up. I've still got a couple ladders I need to get down, but we got all the log oil on the house. So today I worked by myself and I got everything basically from the roof line up. I got the two gable ends and I got the dormers. It was a lot of work. I did set up scaffolding in the front and build a platform out to the dormers so that I could get them. And it was a lot of work, but the oil itself, the log oil itself, is very nasty stuff. I will say you definitely need a Tyvek suit. So yesterday my face ended up turning beet red from the oil getting on my face, and today my arms finally turned red from it. So you definitely need long sleeves, you definitely need goggles. So that's something to just keep in mind if you end up doing this to your house. Here's a shot of the back side of the house. The log oil really helped change the color of the house. It looks a lot better now. Now that the wood has got this nice dark tone to it, I think that the chimney, considering it's kind of a lighter stone, it really pops. It kind of stands out against the house really well now. And I'm really happy with the results that we ended up with. Now this is one more job that we're done with. One more thing off the list. So we still got some concrete that we need to pour at the front of the house and over at the walkout basement side. I've got some dirt work that we need to do after that. Got to get all these piles leveled out, get grass planted. And then a couple weeks they're going to be coming, they're going to be putting the guttering up. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We're just trying to get this all wrapped up and finished. Thanks for watching.